100% Chance of Wine. Sponsored by The Lodge at Columbia Point.
So now more about your wine. You have, what was your flagship wine that you started off with?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah. So when we started, the intention was just to make one wine, and we did that for a few years, and then it was just too enticing to want to play with other grapes and expand and things like that. And then we finally moved here and planted our own vineyard, which is mostly Cab Sauv, but also Merlot, and then kind of we call it our spice cabinet of Petit Verdot, Malbec, and Cabernet Franc.
Okay.
So we work with all those, and then my mom was chasing the sun and moved over here a couple years after we did, and had liked Shiraz from Australia, and so she wanted to plant Syrah, and she's just 5 acres away from us downhill. And so we told her, well, great, but plant some Viognier with it so we can co-ferment it. So we also make that varietal.
So from the time that you guys started up until now, what are some of the things that you've learned over the course of that time?
Well, I guess one thing I've learned is don't take things for granted. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, when we started the business, we didn't plan to become a vineyard, and I never thought I wanted to become a farmer. And here we are. Yeah. And I'm so glad we became farmers, because I think we've become better winemakers and better people because we are stewards of the land. And so I guess it's not just take things for granted, but it's also, you just, I mean,
there's nothing so constant as change, yes. And so embrace it. And
you want to control everything, and you learn in life that you can't. But with something that's, yes, that's agriculturally based, the weather, even if we can keep every variable the same, it's different because of the weather. But you can also put your touch on it too, right? And make the best decisions for the wine and for ourselves and for the business. So you, with all these changing variables, you still get to kind of put your hands in it, literally, right?
If you guys had to pick one favorite memory over the years, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Favorite memory, wow. I mean, one thing we sort of bemoaned at the time and said we'd remember for the years going is we used to we'd rent trucks and come over here, pick up grapes and drive them back. And so we had this truck and it was loaded full of stuff, and it breaks down in Benton City, and so we ended up in the Palm Tavern for like 6 hours waiting for a replacement truck to come along.
And I keep a journal of funny stories and things that happen, and in the journal I write, someday I'm going to think this is funny. Right now I do not. Now we can laugh about it. But I think the most heady experience, and this happened the first time that we released our wine, and someone asked us to sign a bottle, and it was like, wow, it was, that was a really, heady experience. But then there's also, we worked so hard to get this vineyard, and there was so much planted, and there was so much research, and sometimes you feel like it's never going to happen. And then Tim's looking outside the kitchen window, and he's like, hey, we have a vineyard in our front yard. And it feels like that in that way. I mean, you put all that work and effort into it, and then it's like, it's here, we did it. And it's just, in some ways it feels magical, but then you think, oh, okay, we did do a lot of work to make it happen.
Well, gosh, where Red Mountain is heading, you guys have some exciting times ahead of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think about all that?
I think I just think it's going to become better and better for Red Mountain. I think that we definitely have the place to grow grapes. We've been able, we have the right people, and I would say the neighbors are all very community minded, and they all, we have the same philosophy, like let's all work and market ourselves together. And it's mostly planted at this point, so there's not going to be a lot of new people coming in. So now it's just it's always going to be a very special place, and it's great to be part of it. Yeah. Oh, we should have some wine.
Let's do it.